Yes, my man. In.
Cheers, mate.
Let's go.
Nice one.
No, you're
Chin
welcome,
chin.
mate. Top man.
Cheers coming down.
No worries.
Right. Oh. We'll just
chat away.
let's do this.
Just chat away.
Viewers and listeners, I'm Vito Ryder, and this is the one and only Gareth Ainsworth of the Cold-Blooded Hearts. Gaz, how you doing today?
Very, very, very good. Very good to meet you finally.
Good,
you know,
mate.
can't
Yeah.
wait for the gig, and yeah, you're a top guy.
Cheers, brother. How's
Yeah.
you? Nice
Yeah.
one, nice one. I mean, yeah, when did we book you for the gig? It was quite a while ago.
Yeah, it's been a while now. It's before Christmas, yeah. So you were gonna play. You were out there. I have to admit I hadn't heard of you until you contacted. But seeing some of the stuff, yeah, like I said earlier to you, well impressed, and you got your style, you got your niche, man, and that's really cool. And getting to know you over these last few weeks has been awesome, mate. So yeah,
Cheers,
really
mate,
looking
thank
forward
you.
to it. And you're a Rangers man, so
Of
that
course.
helps,
I mean, that's why I had to get in touch, really, with Gaz here. So basically, I first contacted Lee, who has been your partner in crime in music for over 10 years.
20
years.
20, yeah, over 20 years.
Oh
so
my, how do you keep that relationship going?
yeah, man, it's I don't know. And Lee'll look at this thinking, yeah, I know what he means. He's hard work sometimes. No, he's a top guy, So when I was at Rangers, when I signed for Rangers back in 2003, I'd always been in bands. I'd always been musical, and wow, this is going back way. This is probably before you even had thoughts of Vito Ryder, mate. But we had I auditioned for a band who wanted a lead singer because I wanted to keep my music going. I'd moved down to London. I answered an advert in the Loop magazine for this covers band. Went over there, and honestly, they needed a guitarist, and I knew Lee through his cousin, Carl, who passed away last year. God rest him. But
I'm sorry to hear that.
yeah, man, what a top guy. And Lee came and blew us out the water with his guitar playing. So from that day, back in probably about 2003, 2004, we got together. We formed Dog Chewed the Handle,
Of course.
the first band. And we have a song on the album still from Dog Chewed the Handle, Tell Me, which has survived all these years. But the rest of it is all the Cold-Blooded Hearts, which we formed 4 or 5 years ago. And yeah, we've been, as everyone, working through lockdown and everything, just getting an album together, and we cannot wait to play it on the night.
And that album you mentioned is the one that was released last year?
Yeah, The Cold Light of Day. We released Cherry Red Records, who are coming, by the way.
Very nice. Very nice.
They're I think they're coming to see if we're any good, really. Not about you, but you might open some doors. We released it through Cherry Red Records in July last year, but obviously my work has always been sort of football first. Music's always been there, but football is what I've been paid for and what I get. So that's sort of, I can understand the band sometimes getting a bit frustrated, but now we're ready to go. We're ready to go on Good Friday, 29th of March. Get your asses down there.
That's it, guys.
Got some great
You
bands.
heard it here.
Great bands. Finishing with this man here is sensational.
So on the night, it's myself, Vito Ryder, with the Cold-Blooded Hearts, as well as Christian Bell and S&M. Now, Gaz, I've got something to open up to you today. To be honest,
You just mentioned S&M and you're saying something to open up.
Gaz, I kind of wish Mark Bircham was
No.
was a guitarist and that, because he was my favourite at the time.
Is that because he dyed his hair blue? Come on, be honest. That's what he did it for.
And where was your blue hair dye?
No, it was just long rock and roll.
Did he just use it all
I had
up?
the big sideys, didn't I? But no, Mark, but Birch, what a top guy. What a guy, Listen, Birch, if you're watching, get your ass down. Camden, the Black Heart, 29th of March. Okay, I tell you, because this guy, obviously, obviously you were his favourite player, not me, so that's killed me already. But no, great guy. And what a team. You know.
No, well, together, yeah. Talking about my first game, actually, 2003, the summer of 2003, Ian Holloway managing.
Are you going to say Blackpool?
No.
Oh, that was a great game.
Bournemouth.
It was Bournemouth.
It was in August.
Okay,
it was 1-0. Paul Furlong scored.
Yeah, Furs, legend.
Yeah. Proper.
Bournemouth. So we started that season unbelievably. Yeah. Unbelievably well. I think the Blackpool game was the first 5-0 at home, and we sort of cemented something there. Bang, that was my debut. And then
wicked.
Yeah, I remember the Bournemouth game. I do remember the Bournemouth game. Yeah.
I was there. That was with my cousin.
Well, I think I do. I remember first scoring. He scored a lot that year. But he must have got one against Bournemouth then. Yeah, but yeah, what a season. Like, what a season. What a year to start supporting Rangers, by the way.
Yeah. No, I was truly blessed. Yeah. But tell me, how does someone get so involved in art and sport at the same time?
Yeah.
Because usually people are one or the other.
They separate, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah. When did you start playing guitar? What was your first?
Yeah, so Mum was a singer, you know. That this is documented on interviews. So Mum was lucky enough to sing with some massive people and sing on the same stage that Dusty Springfield had sang on, or Cilla Black, Brenda Lee, that big band sort of singer. She was one of those back in the 60s and 70s, and then you know, growing up in the 70s, she was a brilliant singer. She had me and my brother, and then obviously that came to an end. Really, I think when I say football and art, kids and art, that's even a bigger one. You know, she sacrificed everything for us, but music was always there. Dad was a massive Who fan, and Sticky saw Hendrix and the Kinks and things like that. So music was in me from day one. You know what I mean? And that stayed with me. And then every time I went on a journey in football, I tried to keep the music with me, picked up the guitar. Lee's going to laugh here because you said guitarist. He knows I'm not a guitarist. I was a very bad guitarist, and I got myself to a bad guitarist. So he's the genius on the guitar. I won't be playing much of that on the night. But no, it stayed with me all my life, mate. You know what it's like. You're a musician. It's in you. You know, there's something in there burning in you, and it's different. You want to get it out there. People can think about you one way or the other, but you know, it is art. It's a form of this silence that we have in front of us. What we put into the silence, you know, what sounds we put into the silence, and just like an artist has got a blank canvas and they draw on that. I guess what we project is our drawings, you know, in the silence, and that's that's something that we're really proud of, and music is something you can't do without.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more, guys. I couldn't agree more. But speaking of like match day games and high pressure environments like that, like, you know, as well when you're managing, what kind of gets you in the mood? What songs? Oh, mate, gets you up there, gets you ready for the big moment.
So the year you're talking about, the year we got promoted, I came in that year. I got in charge of the old ghetto blaster in the dressing room.
You were the DJ of the team.
I was in the DJ, and the lads hated it. I'm telling you, there was so much. Nowadays, wow, I don't know what gets played on them things. I just have to walk out. But back in the day, 2003, there was a little bit of rock and roll still available. And every game, we used to run out to one song, and it was AC/DC, You Shook Me All Night Long. So I'd blast that. That was the last song before we went out that season.
Nice.
And yeah, I'm proud to say that it worked. We got promoted that season. So I'll take a little bit of credit for playing AC/DC. Brian Johnson helped a little bit there, you know. But no, I'm a big rocker, mate. And, you know our genres are a little bit different, but Morrison, Joplin, Hendrix, The Who, 60s, 70s rock for me, classic rock, and then massive hair 80s LA rock band from Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses. You know, that was me. I'll try to get as much as I can in there, but there's some obscure ones in there. There's a band called Faster Pussycat from the 80s. Wow, you want
What's
to hear
that?
those, mate? You want to hear those? That's the
Faster Pussycat.
Faster Pussycat, right? Yeah.
Right.
So you say it in a really nice southern accent. Faster Pussycat, all right? Yeah. Faster Pussycat, LA band back in when Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses was coming through. I enjoyed the mayhem. I enjoyed the bands that were on the edge. You know, your Lemmys, you know, those people who you thought were just about to sort of just go too far. And I think I've got a big thing in this, right? This is in football, in music, in whatever, arts itself. The ones who are closest to the edge are the ones who, the geniuses. They've produced the best stuff because they feel the most alive, and I think that attracts me. That attracts me to that, you know, to that personality, and probably that's the infatuation with Morrison and Michael Hutchins and people like that. You know, the ones who actually went too far. But Kurt Cobain, you know, awesome musicians, you know, but had that sort of. And then you go into football and you go on. The people on the edge. We lost one last week, Stan Bowles, you know.
Of course, yeah.
You know, I mean, rest in peace, Stan. What a legend.
What a legend, yeah.
And you know, as well as all the QPR fans, I'm hurting on that one. But what a genius, and almost to the extent of. On the edge, you know. He was so cool and so good,
influential,
you know. Influential, you know. His stories about him going to the bookies before the game, you know, and in his kit, you know, even, you know, that's I mean, legend stories, and what a guy, you know. And I say QPR fans, I'm sure will be you know, shouting their loudest for Stan this season. Yeah,
no, definitely. And did you catch the West Brom game?
Yeah.
Was it last night? It was Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yeah.
No, it was a great moment to celebrate his life before the game. And I feel like the players really responded well.
Did you see how they played? They were fantastic on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
And you know, all I want is that club to do fantastically well. I've always wanted that. You know, never whether player, manager, ex-manager, just want. And they played so well. They deserve to win that game. They were unfortunate.
Cheers.
You know, West Brom, I think, got a couple of lucky goals there. And there's a handball and an offside and penalty miss, mate.
Jesus, well, one day. But guys, going back to the Cold-Blooded Hearts, you mentioned a lot of great names, a lot of influences for the band and yourself. What can we expect on the 29th of March? Are you? Is it going to be songs from the album?
Yeah. So what we want to do is, you know what, we played covers for quite a few years, you know, and we spoke earlier, you know, covers, people love to hear covers and people love to have a good time. But when people start having a good time with your original stuff, you know, as an artist, as a writer, you don't understand what that means to us, you know, and so it's going to be the album, it's going to be original songs. Like I say, there's Tell Me from way back, and I'm sure some people have heard this before and they'll hear this song, but there's some real cool new ones, you know. There's a sort of southern rocky, punky influence to us. I can't wait for people to hear it, you know, and I can't wait to get on stage and play it. And like I say, you know, let's feel the black heart, because it'd be an awesome night. Nice.
And so you mentioned there's going to be a couple of new ones as well.
Yeah, we got it's a couple of old ones, a couple of new ones, but the album, for people who have bought the album, you're going to hear the album. You're going to hear the majority of songs from the album, but live is always that little bit special as well, you know.
Of course, I'm interested with the new ones because you've actually got. Well, I knew you've got a new member, but. Earlier you mentioned you might have 2 new members, someone on keys as well.
Yeah,
is there a bit of a formation change going on there?
I like what you've done there. No, we got a new drummer in, so Sam Bryce, he's local to over my way, and Sam, you know, Chokey Harrison was the drummer, you know, and Chokey was fantastic. Some of the stuff on the album is you know, it's great drumming, it's mind-blowing drumming. There's a song called Cold Road, and there's a bit in there for a drummer just to go, I'm the drummer, this is what I do. And Sam's come in, you know, and they were big boots to fill, real big boots, you know, especially with Lee, because Lee's always looking over going, Levan's, doesn't suffer fools, man. He'll go, yes, no, you get that right. Sam's come in and he drums with a few bands over our way, the Chain Gang, and he drums in a Blondie tribute band, an Atomic Rapture, which are cool as shit, man. And he came in and we were like, wow, he's nice. proper. And I think on the night he's going to go, we've got some keys, we're going to get some keys on stage as well. We want to fill the gaps that are in the songs, and the album's recorded with keys, so we wanted to make it as close to we can to what you've heard. But no, we're going to be energetic, in your face, cold-blooded hearts.
Nice.
Cold-blooded gig.
And does that mean recording is coming up soon as well?
Yeah, we got
getting in the studio.
We again, Lee, I mean, he writes. He's got some awesome stuff. I think we got about 4 or 5 songs that didn't make the cut that I think could be on either the next one.
Something there.
Yeah, or B-sides, But recording, as you well know, it's tough to get everyone together. It's tough to get it all going, but no, we'd be well up for that. I know there's some serious people coming on the night, and I'm hoping that we can go and impress and get more gigs out of this. Hopefully yourself can get plenty of gigs out of this, and we can crack on together, mate.
Yeah, well,
that'd be great.
It's expected to be a good night. I don't mean to turn into a salesman, but early bird tickets are sold out.
What a band!
S&M.
What a band!
They're
by
local
the way.
to someone.
Yeah.
Christian Bell, obviously playing 2 sets on the night.
Loved his interview, mate, last week.
Yeah.
Mate,
no,
awesome.
He's a cool guy. Love that guy.
Yeah.
And then obviously Gaz and myself. So yeah, tickets are on sale now. Early bird is sold out. It's on the 29th at the Black Cart in Camden. Let's have a knees up.
Yeah, man. That's what it's about, After all the shit that went on a few years ago, just get out there. People want live music again. People want to go to gigs. People want to let their hair down. People want to have a drink. And I want to give them entertainment, And
that's it, yeah.
I mean, this guy, see us, but wait for him as well, man. This is going to be awesome, this gig. S&M, Christian Bell, Cold-Blooded Hearts, Sam Vito Ryder. Get yourselves down to the Black Heart, 29th of March. You'd be stupid if you miss it.
You heard it here first. But you've obviously been a big Rangers fan myself. I know you through and through, but Rangers isn't all that you've done in football. You've had a fantastic spell at Wycombe Wanderers, and when you got them promoted to the Championship for the first time ever, man. Well, second division for the first time ever.
Yeah, man. Yeah, second.
You released a unique song, or a unique cover.
Unique cover, the Wanderers. Yeah, and that. Do you know what? That's what started all this with Cherry Red as well, because Cherry Red Records, who, I mean, fantastic. They got some great artists on their label, and they sponsored Wimbledon Stadium, they sponsored Wycombe, and when we got promoted, they said like, let's release the Wanderer, Dion, obviously way back, but the Wanderer, Wycombe Wanderers, so we did a cover of that, and as you do when you cover songs, right, you enjoy doing it, and then you listen to it, and it gets hammered, and you're like, I wish we could do some of our own stuff as well, and I don't know if you've ever covered, but it's
I haven't covered actually.
It's tough, because it's someone else's song, and you never feel that true bit in there that
it's missing a connection, is it?
It's missing something, because it's not yours, and as much as you sing it and your style you sing it, and it's always someone else's song. So, but that spawned, the Cold Light of Day, which is the album, and so. Yeah, it led to something which was great, but as you say, Wycombe Wanderers, fantastic times, and Bale Akinfen with the Beast.
Of course.
Beast, where are you? Get yourself to Camden, 29th. If he comes, I'll tell you what, that will be a night.
Giving Danny Shitty a run for his
money.
Oh,
wow, get them two down, I'll tell you what. There won't be any room for anyone else, man.
Yeah. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching and listening. Gareth Ainsworth of the Cold-Blooded Hearts. And I'm Sam Vito Ryder. Catch us on the 29th. Hope to see you there.